Women are getting pumped and dumped left and right, and you know what they're doing? They're making videos about it.
Is it okay if I get an extension, is what he says. And I laugh at that. And I'm like, yeah, of course you can get an extension. We're messaging while he's out of town. And then I ask,
who is he going out of town to see? Men love having in other cities. What's up, guys? Welcome to my reaction series. So
I got hoes in different area codes.
Today we are talking about women taking L's in life. And with our surplus of bad decisions, there's no shortage of L's for us ladies. But today we're talking about the ultimate L, which is getting pumped, dumped, ghosted, and never spoken to again. Now, with the amount of Chads out there,
there's not that many of them out there.
I don't blame us for taking an L every now and then. But we are going to laugh at you, maybe with you, if you have a good sense of humor, and talk about the time you had. Before we start, though, there's a Google form in the description. Please, I need to do an event in your city, but I need your contact information. If you want to donate also, this weekend, my sign got stolen and beat up, so I need to get a new sign, theaudacitynetwork.com. All right.
All three of them was because it came down to making a plan to hang out. The first guy messaging back and forth on Hinge, we're messaging pretty consistently. We send voice memos. He responds to my prompt where it says, take me to a wine bar. And he's talking specifically about wine bars. Oh, I've been to those wine bars before. I like that wine. He goes, oh, well, we'll have to go sometime. And I'm like, yeah, here's my number. So I give him my number, start texting for a little bit. And I go, okay, so when are we going to go to this wine bar? He goes, oh, well, my cousin's coming in town on Saturday, so I won't be able to hang out this weekend. And at this point that we're texting, it's like a weekday. It's like a Monday. I go, oh, okay, well, I'm free like during the week. He doesn't respond at all to that. And that was like 5 days ago. Second guy messages me, we're messaging on the app, asks me like what I like to do for fun, which it's always like a really hard question for me to answer. I don't really know what you mean by that.
So
because women have no damn hobbies.
She's talking about him, he's Chad, because women don't talk about men that aren't Chad.
Water. I'm telling him what I like to do for fun. Obviously, I mentioned wine bar. That's like my go-to on these apps. He goes, oh, I don't really know much about wine. Maybe you'll have to show me. And I say, I don't really know much about wine either, honestly. I just like drinking it. And he goes, well, we have to drink it together sometime. I say, sounds good. Here's my number. Let's plan something. He texts me. He's being so communicative via text. He actually says, glad you gave me your number, because in your bio, you say that if you don't meet up with someone within the first week, you lose interest. And like, I want to see you and I would love to meet you, but I'm actually going out of town for a few days. Is it okay?
Everybody's going out of town or have somebody out of town coming to visit, you know.
If I get an extension, is what he says. And I laugh at that. And I'm like, yeah, of course you can get an extension. We're messaging while he's out of town. And then I ask,
who is he going out of town to see? Men love having bitches in other cities. They don't mess with the bitches in their main city or in their friend group.
Ask him like, hey, when do you get back? And he's like, oh, I get back in a couple days.
Well, why would you want to shit where you eat? You know, like you definitely don't want to make dumping your friend group.
He's got to plan that wine date. And I go, okay, cool, perfect. Respond to that. And then he just stops responding. That was before
I found someone better and hotter. Move on.
I left to Paris, so that was a while ago. And then the last guy I matched with while I was in Paris, but I was actually most.
You know, she's probably skipping over all the men she ghosted. This isn't even a real ghost. He didn't bang you. Like,
right about this last guy, he was so cute. I was flying back from Paris. He was flying to Acapulco, and he was like, "I'm going to be here for a week. When I get back."
Dude, how many pills have she just shot in her mouth this whole video?
I would love to see you. And he goes, again, he also mentions the week thing. And he goes, we can FaceTime before then. So that way you can see who I am and see if we vibe. And then hopefully we do vibe. And then I can see you when I get back. And I say, oh, that sounds great. He's sending me pictures of his trip. I think he's so cute and so funny. And then I open up Hinge and I see, like right when I open up Hinge, I see a chat disappear. And I'm like, who is that chat?
He saw that you were fatter.
It just disappeared. Obviously, I don't know. There's so many chats there that I just couldn't see. Hours later, I'm like, wait, I haven't messaged that guy that's in Acapulco in a while. And I look, and the last time we messaged was like 3 days ago. And so then I go to Hinge, and it was his chat that disappeared. So he unmatched me. And I messaged him, and I texted him, and I go, sorry, did you unmatch me on Hinge? Did we break up? Because I was so
Someone said they might find your TikTok.
Because literally the text just before was him sending me pictures of his trip. The first two guys that I've mentioned in this story, they're just dead. They're done. But this last guy, this Acapulco guy, like, I'm hoping that he's just so busy on his trip and that he'll text me when he returns because I'm so confused about that. But I don't know. I've said this before. I feel like guys just get scared to actually meet and plan a date and go on a date. They're so happy to text and be pen pals, but when it comes down to meeting, they're just like,
I mean, they're putting in effort, but there's probably something that's stopping them, and it's your size and your actual looks.
like they get afraid and they run away.
You
Also,
know what I think it is? They realize it's not worth it. They're trying to get
Yeah.
to know you maybe a little before, and then they're like, I'll save my money.
clearly, as you see me right now, I am in no condition to be meeting people. I've been trying to fight it off.
Okay, let's see who's next. This cute little. If you ever think a girl's hot, just know she's probably been ghosted. Don't be intimidated. Somebody probably hasn't called
It's true. Remember, she's someone's headache.
her back.
That I felt uncomfortable going to his house for the third date. And yes, he ended up ghosting me. So he has not replied since I told him that I feel uncomfortable and that I
Yeah, 3 dates. She's still uncomfortable. He's saying, I'm not going to waste my time.
don't think that I wanted to go on a third date to his house to watch a movie. So at least now we know that his intentions were not the same as mine when it comes to what we're looking for. Maybe he's not really looking for a serious relationship and like something long term. Maybe he's looking for something short term and like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because I really thought that he was a gentleman and that he was really nice when I met him.
See, she's shaming him for wanting sex, but men don't shame women for wanting money
Yeah.
or wanting to be taken out on a nice date.
But now nothing is happening, so
She doesn't care.
I don't. It's every
No, she never cared about this guy. She only wanted to come on the internet just to berate men.
single time. I don't even know what to do anymore. I want to delete the app once again.
Yeah,
but
doing that on the third date doesn't mean his intentions are short term. And she thinks that because she's been pumped and dumped before. So whenever women get burned, that's when we raise our standards. It's like, women at 18 will bang some random dude in a rave or at Country Thunder or at Lollapalooza that doesn't have to do anything. But then, that dude ghosts us. And then we're like, oh, why don't we charge a super high price, but we're older and more used. So it's just, it's our manipulation.
Me before my date in Santa Monica. So this is me after my date. He never showed up. He said be there at 7:30. I got there at 7:29. I texted him said I'm here, and he deleted the chat. He
probably saw you were fat.
Like, how you gonna pick the time, the place, and the date and not show up? That's the most disrespectful thing to ever do to a person. Period.
Yeah, no shit. And women love to do this all the time to men. So yes, they are the most disrespectful thing, period.
And this is
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Women will steal your kids in your house. And okay, you get ghosted. Who cares?
why these niggas are not lonely enough, because they think they can play in your face and get away with it. Like, that's so disrespectful. He literally deleted the Bumble chat, and I was like, wait, what the fuck is this?
All right, let's see who's next. This lady here, we got.
Hosting ever. Just moved into a new apartment just for a sublease for the month of June. Came with this bed frame. Never had a headboard like this. As we all know, I'm dabbling with multiple lovers. Upon moving in,
Why did you put that on
and
TikTok?
noticing this situation and considering I'm
Dabbling with multiple lovers.
into some things. I was texting one of them. It was getting kind of steamy. This wasn't just out of the blue. I sent a picture of myself with the headboard. And I was like, beep the new headboard. I'm trying to you to it and you until you are begging me to wrong audience reached. No response. No response to that one. My first ghost ever. I don't double text, especially if you're on the tail end of the roster. I'm not double texting. God forbid a girl is a little freaky. God forbid a girl wants to take control every once in a while. I'll keep you guys updated.
The guys in a fumble of eternity. Bro, pass the ball.
Let's get into it. Not only are we on Hinge at 37 years old, but we're ghosting ? Exclamation point. Truly, I have no words for this man. We had a great first date, and then this is the guy who we were supposed to go out, but I got a new car, and so I wasn't able to meet him the date that we had picked for our first date. And he was super understanding. And I thought, that's such a great quality. Thank you for being understanding. And I was so apologetic, obviously. Then a week or so later, we finally found another time to go out. So we went to Copa and we had dinner at the bar, and it was fabulous. And we walked around a little bit, went into the bookstore that's across the street in the South End, had a cutesy little time. Then I traveled for work and we FaceTimed while I was traveling. Okay. And then we came back, and this is probably a week and a half later at this point. We're still texting and stuff. Went skiing. I think we had like the night, and then I got sick. Okay. Day he's texting me, I hope you feel better. Morning, good night, everything, like texting pretty much all day. Then I'm finally like, okay, feeling better. Like, you wanted to plan a second date, FaceTime, right? And I bring up Dahlia, that new restaurant that's coming to, or that's
Yeah, so she's her Dahlia.
in Southie. He sent me, we got off FaceTime and he like sent me the link and goes, I'm just gonna leave this year. And I'm like, for what? At that point, I think that was like Thursday. I don't know about you guys, but on a Thursday, I already have my entire weekend planned out fully. Like, whole thing is already planned. And at this point, we're truly pen pals. So I was like, I forget what I said, but he was like, oh, I looked for this weekend and they're already booked. And I was like, and so am I. Like, but
Okay, she's broadcasting her being insufferable.
like joking. And then I feel like I told him,
So the man actually made the attempt to book that restaurant that you wanted, and then you shattered on him.
that I had Sunday night free. Had morning plans and afternoon plans. I had no plans at night. This man just still never planned a second date.
Yeah, because he tried and then you made it too difficult, and he said,
Yeah.
not worth it. You're too chopped, right?
So my last response was like, word.
Ugly.
Like, it was like a normal guy would be like, ugh, I've been so busy. Like, can you get a reservation, or like, what day are you free? You know, ahead of time. He talked about the second date on the first date, was saying stuff like, oh, my friend so-and-so, like, end up meeting them.
We say we're going to be with a man for life, and then we change our mind. So he also can change his mind.
And that was
So
probably
true.
love bombing. He did also create a picture of our children in chat
Bruh.
Bruh.
GPT. So anyways, I got love bombed, and
Okay. All right, let's see who's next.
Hey man, the guy I've been speaking with has ghosted me the day before we were supposed to see each other. We've met up a few times with a few dates. He's just stopped replying to me yesterday. And my fucking sad bastard self's like posted an Instagram story, and I keep checking if he's viewed it just to see if he's actually like on his phone, or if he's like, I'm just, we talk to each other on WhatsApp. He's got WhatsApp text turned off, so I don't even know if he's seen me message. It's sending me round the bend, and I don't know why I'm having this reaction over some boy. We literally got on so well. We've literally had no, like, there's been
I don't know. I actually kind of like this accent.
no change of energy and messages and nothing. And we'd planned to see each other today. I've heard nothing from him in over 24 hours. So that's that. That's that for me. It's been 24 hours. If I don't hear nothing from you in over 24 hours, I don't want nothing.
Okay, so he hit it real good. That's why she's crashing out over not being texted. In the
Laid down
day.
some good
If
pipe.
women don't like a man, you know, if he crashes out on her for not responding, she's like, what are you doing? But we'll crash out when the D is very good. So she got D down, and now she's crashing out.
And Stu, would you like, that's just the real, that's the...
Damn.
No way. I'm not happy with the reply. It's a valid response if it's true. But I don't think it's true. I think he's just bullshitted. Oh, he can.
She's so in love. All right, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like watching women take L's? And fill out the Google form in the description.
You know, it's funny, like watching Pearl react to these things, because the way she reacts to these things is so different. She's like, man, yeah, you got D down well, because, you know, when we get D down well, I'm like, all right, girl, you do have the personal experience with these things. So thank you for letting us know. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.